Welcome back.
Hi.
What up, Joe?
So, it's podcast numero 4.
Quattros.
Oh, yeah.
Quattro.
We got the real Mexican here.
Yeah.
I'm Vinny.
And I'm Vinny.
And I'm Tori.
Welcome back to Tori.
Oh, yeah.
She's been gone for like all of them except for the first one. Just kidding.
She has work.
Yeah.
I'm a busy girl.
How's the life of the McDonald's?
Yeah.
Stupid retarded.
Stupid retarded.
You never go full retarded. McDonald's goes full retarded.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like straight Down syndromes with cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
So, today, we actually have a set schedule about what we kind of want to talk about.
Yeah.
We're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
But, let's start with catfish, since that's the...
Need.
Yeah, oh, you know what? I have a thing for Max.
You can have Max and I can have Neve, because I think Neve is like the most beautiful thing I've like ever seen.
Aww.
Max is married though.
Is he really? Fuck
Yeah.
that.
You did your research, didn't you?
Yeah. When you're bored at 3 a.m. and you got a cell phone with good internet connection, you got some busy thumbs, and not in that kind of way.
Ooh. But this week's episode just takes place with 2 black women.
Oh yeah.
And one of the girls
Located in Compton. We left that part out.
I thought they were in Oakland.
They are. I just like saying Compton.
Let's see. They're
Dykes.
yeah, lesbians. That's the thing. One of them is. Her first mistake was sending this girl money.
A lot of money.
Like $600 and buying her an iPhone. Like
What
if
is
you
that? My parents won't even buy me an iPhone. How are you about to buy someone you don't know an iPhone?
I won't even buy myself an iPhone.
And here's the catch. She lived less than like 60 blocks away.
Yeah.
Would you send money to anybody that you
Fuck no.
had true feelings for?
Nope.
Really?
Only if I knew them in person and have known them for years, then I would send money. But if it's someone I met online, ain't getting no money from my cheap ass.
For real though. Like if I had money to give my friends, I would. Like if they needed it, I would let them borrow it. But if it's someone I don't know and I met them online, like you ain't getting my bank account. Like that one stupid cat.
Oh god, yeah, that
was
dude.
So stupid.
Okay, yeah, that's another thing. Who just gives out their bank account information? She didn't abuse it. Let's get that out there. She didn't abuse it, but she still had it. Like, why would somebody do that?
Man, money's tough to come by.
So
Oh,
you're gonna
getting
get
a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even then, you need a little extra Skrilla every now and then.
Then get a good job. Go to college.
In between from when you go to college to when you get out of college,
No,
you need
I-
jobs then.
I feel like everybody needs to have a shitty job
Yep.
in customer service.
Yeah. That's where everyone's
I
rich
used to
should
work
be.
at Sam's Club, and people, I'm not going to name names, or I'm not going to name ethnicities, but certain types of
Lord.
people need
If
to
you
know.
if you live in Arizona, you know these types of people.
Mm-hmm.
This culture.
Some people need to know that
We don't.
I work for Sam's Club. I don't work for you. You just come up in here and start yelling at me, and I didn't even want to be here today, 1, and I don't need your shitty attitude, 2. 3, learn how to fucking control your kids.
Oh god, those kids run all over the place.
Screaming and shit.
How do you not know how to
Making
control your
messes.
kids? I think that whole leash kid thing should come with a muzzle.
Leash kid thing. Those little backpacks.
Yeah, put a fruit roll up on it that just,
Shut them up and put them to sleep for like 3 hours.
Exactly.
I think they have a term for it, and it's called child abuse.
We totally got off the subject of catfish. But,
Yeah, we did.
But long story short, the girl she was sending all this money to had a boyfriend.
Oh Lord.
And she doesn't only do it for this. The girl, she does it to like everybody on the internet, gets money from them.
She's an internet predator.
I don't.
Someone call Chris Hansen, damn it.
How low do you have to be to steal other people's money?
What about people who rob banks?
Like, how low do you have to be to rob a bank?
Yeah. I don't know, those guys don't seem pretty low in the movies. You see them in the fancy penthouses and ish.
Yeah, because they buy it with other people's
Because
money.
that's a scripted movie.
I know, but
I like her face.
Yeah.
She was like, duh. But no, like, to be a con artist like that, it's got to take years of practice.
Oh,
And she
yeah.
didn't just wake up one day and be like, you know what, I'm going to start conning people. She just had to be doing that, like, most of her life.
yeah. It's all started from her mama, probably.
And she was
Her mom was
super
probably,
getter. She was
Get her? She was super getter.
She was super ghetto.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when she met the girl.
With the hair flip and the mm-mm.
Yeah, she was like, I don't even care about you. Like, I didn't want to meet you.
Yeah.
And
We stay in the same town.
Come on
if
now.
if I
Come on
wanted
now.
to meet you, I would have met you. I was like, fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
Kick you in the face.
But like I said, like, Catfish is a good show. Like, I hope it doesn't go away. Like, people, it seems wrong, but people keep catfishing people.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Like, there's been a movie, there's a TV show on its second season. May I mind you, second season, and people are still getting catfished.
Because people are dumb.
But, you know what? I want to know Neve's process. Because he must get thousands
Millions?
of
Oh,
emails about people.
Does he just, like, open up his email and he's like, hey, this one.
That's what it seems like on the show, but I'm sure he like filters it out.
You have to have like a catchy tagline too. Have you
Yeah.
ever noticed all the catchy taglines? I knew this was gonna happen because it goes from states away, from like next town over, to like a 30-minute drive. Now it's in the same town.
Oh,
I'm waiting
God.
for somebody that it's next door.
Same school.
Then like if that happened, you got to be really dumb.
Yeah.
Like if it's in the same school and you never see that person, something's got to be wrong with you.
That's for real.
But let's go back to this whole people who can't control their kids thing.
Oh,
like
man.
that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. Granted, we're not parents, so we don't understand.
Nah.
But I've taken kids to the store. They're not my kids, but I've taken kids to the store. First of all, if you have the opportunity to leave your kids at home, do it. 'Cause
Supervised, of course. We're not promoting,
Exactly.
just leaving your kids in the room locked up with a bowl of water.
But
They're not dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna-
it would be no different. They don't watch their kids at the store.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I've seen so many little girls wandering around Walmart, and it's like, where are your parents? And then they send their little girls to go get things for them.
Yep.
Like, did you guys not hear what happened to Adam Walsh?
That's the dude who got his head cut off, and his dad's like the America's Most Wanted
Yeah.
host. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
God, I remember that story.
it was.
They still haven't caught that guy either.
Yeah, it's so sad. It is so sad.
Like, that would have to be, like, every parent's worst nightmare. Like,
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, can you go get some, like, peanuts or something for me at the store, and your child never comes back. Like, how scary is that?
Exactly.
You never eat peanuts again.
But it's like, if you really care about your kids, why are you sending them on this mission to go get things for you that you're gonna have to get anyway? So why not sweep the cart? Granted, like Walmart is like thousands of people with 3 lanes open. You made the conscious decision. Your kids should be the most precious things to you, and you shouldn't be like leaving them around, because as soon as you leave them gone and they get kidnapped or something, well, what are you going to tell the news when they ask, where were you? Oh, see, I was in the sporting goods.
I was at checkout, and there was this bitch trying to push up on me.
I had to stomp her out.
Yeah.
Then I lost my baby.
Because then you're going to be judged by America. So watch your kids.
Casey Anthony.
Yep.
Everybody hates
She's
that
in
bitch.
Sedona right now.
Is she really?
She,
Go down there.
she has there's a rehab center in Sedona that she goes to.
What's she in rehab for?
Shit, I don't know. It was some court thing.
Okay, so we're talking about Casey Anthony, and anybody who has ever followed that story, I believe
It was the OJ of our generation.
Yeah, it's the OJ of our generation.
I think she killed Kaylee. I truly, but there are some. Okay, so there have been so many people. First of all, Arizona is like a gun state.
Yep, Cowboy State. That's what the
Yeah.
official term is.
You would bring someone like that here?
Yep.
Like, really?
Yeah.
You might as well just send her to Texas and
Oh.
sit her in a chair with water, maybe with a cord, plugged into the toaster.
And like, blow dryer and then like walk
Just walk away.
And a fancy metal hat, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But don't, if you're going to have kids and love them, because she said that Kaylee was her pride and joy, that you let go missing for 30 days to go party.
Yeah.
And like, you drove your daughter's corpse around in your car?
Allegedly. I'm just kidding.
Allegedly.
Well, let's dissect the term allegedly. Everybody knows you did it. We just can't really prove that you did it.
Yeah. But we can never get her on that because she was found not guilty.
I know, fucking double
Jeopardy.
jeopardy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say double jeopardize.
Double jeopardize.
That's where I'm going with that.
You should have just reverted back to the McDonald's and said double supersized.
It's like Jodi Arias. Like, did you guys follow that case?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't she the one who like stabbed her boyfriend?
Boy, like
Mhm.
20 times.
And was like, oops.
Yeah.
They found her guilty.
Yeah.
But it's like, how is Casey Anthony not guilty? But like, she basically did the same thing. She killed somebody.
What's her name? Casey Anthony had a better lawyer.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Yeah. Sometimes he could be guilty as fuck, but if you have the right lawyer, you look innocent.
OJ.
OJ. Kim
But
Kardashian's dad.
Oh, OJ stays in trouble.
Oh, yeah. I think he's in jail now for stealing his own memorabilia.
Yeah. Well, his house got his. For anybody who's like, wait, how do you go to jail for stealing your own stuff? He's not allowed to be in his house. His house is repossessed. So anything in that house is owned by the government or owned by the IRS.
State of California.
Now. So when he broke in to take all his stuff, he was stealing stuff from the government.
Yep.
And
they don't fuck around when you steal from the government.
Exactly. But like, all these cases, like this Trayvon Martin case, George Zimmerman's back in the public eye because he tried to threaten it. He threatened his wife with a gun.
And threw her iPad at her.
And like threatened her dad, who's like an elderly man.
I think that kid gets painted. I saw a video about, what's his name, Trayvon Martin? I saw some crazy ass video saying he was the one who was like all crazy and like a drug
I've
addict
seen those
and all that. He was just a kid still. I mean, Jesus.
It's probably the same gun he used
to strike down that black child.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's what it was. Is because he was black
in a white neighborhood.
Mm.
But isn't Zimmerman Mexican?
He is.
That's what it was brought up in case court. He's half Mexican.
Yeah.
He's half white, half Mexican.
Okay.
So
and I think his mom's rich, isn't she, or someone?
Isn't he?
Isn't she?
I don't know. George Zimmerman he was on like a neighborhood watch, and as soon as he went to court, I would have been like, "Hey, George,
you're fucked.
You turn in that vest.
Yeah.
We want our flashlight back too. We know we can buy another one, but just leave it on the table on the way out."
Yeah, don't let the door hit you.
Well, once again, he had a good lawyer.
Yeah.
He was found innocent.
Really?
Yeah, he had a hell of a good lawyer.
Anyways.
It's just, I don't understand.
Florida's crazy. It seems like you can go there, kill someone, and be like, oh, self-defense, or I wasn't there. And if you get a good lawyer, then you're all good.
Casey Anthony blamed it on her father.
Oh, yeah, see, that's what...
blamed, like...
She drowned in the kiddie pool?
She used to be raped by her father, so her father was painted as this... I watched this Dr. Phil where he interviewed Casey Anthony's parents.
Oh, God. Oh, her parents. I thought it was her. I was
No. He interviewed her parents, and he asked them, as the final question, if Casey was to come home and ask you for a place to stay, what would you know?
No.
What would you say?
What
Basically,
would you know?
the whole episode was Casey's mom was on her side, like, oh, Casey was like had trouble in school, and like her mom was pro Casey. Her dad was like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I hope she gets the chair.
Damn.
And when he asked
That's
him,
because, like,
they smeared his name in that case.
Yeah, he
That
did.
too, but, like, I was watching this thing and, like, what's her name?
Casey
Anthony.
Kaylee.
Kaylee?
Okay.
Yeah, like, they were best friends. Like, I don't know, like, how grandparent, like grandfather and granddaughter relationships go, because both of my grandparents died when, like, before I was even twinkling anybody's eyes. But, like, they were like that. Like, they were, like, best friends. They would do everything together. And, like, for her, like, his daughter to take his best friend away, like, who fucking does that?
Oh, and then in the interview, her mom was like, "Oh, her brother's having a baby, and we might let her babysit." I was like, "Oh, what?"
Oh
You
shit.
guys didn't learn the first time, and then it was like after that, she said she was gonna want to have more kids, and I was like, "Are you crazy? Like, CPS will be at your house
Every
5
day.
minutes."
Is
It's like, is this one, like, I don't understand.
this one still alive? Take the pulse.
I don't understand.
Who would want to be with someone, like, that has that kind of track record?
Someone
Like,
who's dumb, and she's obviously real good looking, so if you just meet someone who's a complete idiot, then
She'd have to, meet somebody in an Amish community. Because I don't know anybody who hasn't heard about Casey Anthony.
that's true.
Even all the stoners who don't do what
Oh,
they
yeah.
want know who Casey
They're like,
Anthony
fuck
is.
that bitch.
But what do you guys feel about? How do you feel about people who, murder and get scot-free?
They're gonna have to, well, both of you guys know that, like, I'm religious and stuff. So, shout outs to the man upstairs. But, like, you'll have to pay for that one day. Like, you'll have to sit there and be like, yeah, like, blah, 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 blah. Like, everything's gonna come out in the end. Everything's gonna come out. And everyone's gonna know who, like, was guilty, who wasn't guilty, and blah, 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 blah.
It's not like it was in the 80s when they had Ted Bundy and, like, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh man, they had some.
They had...
Those were the golden ages of
Those-
serial killers
Those were the serial killers
that you
that
have
would
nightmares
go
about.
around.
Yeah.
Would go around places to kill people. So everybody in the United States was scary because my aunt was telling me about this guy who would hop on, like, regular cargo trains, go to small towns and kill people within that mile radius. And I was like, who does that? Like, how does that even
Like,
happen?
you have to be super sick in the head. Like, there has to be something wrong with you.
Like, who just kills people? I don't understand. Like,
People
I
who
have a
don't-
hard time, killing bugs.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so there was a bee that flew into my drive-thru, and it took me, like, 10 minutes to kill it. I was, like, hit it with a hat. I was, like, stomping on it. I was like, it just won't die.
It's the Jesus bug.
Yeah. But, like, there has to be, like, something mentally wrong in this general area.
There was something wrong with Ted Bundy
Yeah.
because of his mom. That's why he cut women and wore their skin. I love the
Is it raining
Texas.
outside?
Yep.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah.
That's what that's
Okay.
what it's based off. It's Ted Bundy stories.
First time I watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I was like, I don't know, I was in middle school, and like I'm a very skittish person. For everyone who like doesn't know me, like I get scared like super easy. I'm like, I was really like I didn't want to watch scary movies as a child, so like I waited until I like grew up a little. And the first time I watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one with Jessica Biel, that night I had the fucking scariest dream ever. Like, there were people like cutting themselves with chainsaws and shit. I was like, what is going on? I was like, I never want to watch anything again. But then like 2 weeks later, I watched it again, and I was like perfectly fine because it was the middle of the day.
Speaking of people getting cut up by the mental, let's move into our video game segment.
Oh lordy.
I have to talk about this game I like. It's called Outlast.
It sucks. Just kidding.
Outlast is it's a survival horror game for anybody who likes survival horror. You're this reporter, and you've been hearing these crazy stories about this mental hospital So you're driving along, and then about a mile before you get there, your cell phone's cut out. But you're a reporter, so you already know it's not even like, oops, like we lost signal. It's like somebody turned the signal off. You get there, and there are bodies, there are blood, and it's abandoned.
Dun, dun.
And you have to, like, break into it. You have to, like, crawl through a fence.
Exactly.
Climb up the wall.
It's super crazy. It's a jump scare game.
God, I hate those.
I love jump scares. It's what keeps the game going. And all these mental patients are just hanging around, like they're just hanging out in hallways or muttering to themselves. And there's this one guy that you have to look out for, and he wants to like fucking kill you.
Little pig.
This game uses the word cunt so many times, and I'm a big fan of that word. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's a British term. Cunt is my favorite word. If I ever had to use it in a sentence at a spelling bee, I hope I was that, person on the bottom. Your word is cunt. Use it in a sentence. Perfect. Bitches are cunts.
Country of origin? Your mama's.
Country. Yeah, we just high-fived.
I was reading something really intensely.
So, just a second. So, Vinny, why don't you talk to us about some games?
Alright, I just recently picked up a really cool one. I picked up L.A. Noir. Elway.
Anyway, I wish all of us knew how to talk.
Yeah, I know, we all got some speech impediments. We shouldn't have taken those 8 shots. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
But, yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I mean, it's from Rockstar, so, it has some of the, Grand Theft Auto feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool because you get to be the other side of the law, not just be a crazy mass murderer driving through sidewalks because they're faster than streets.
Okay, so you want to know what I don't understand? When you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you're bored and you're like stopping at the stoplights,
yeah.
Why do the cars behind you honk?
Oh, God, that's right. I just realized that. That's a good point.
Like, it's a red light, bitch. Like, what's your problem?
It means go. Red means go. But anyway, my favorite...
Go with caution. Go with caution.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
My favorite part of the game is you don't have to drive everywhere. You can have your partner drive you.
Really?
Which I fucking love.
Oh, it's perfect.
Because it's just a loading screen instead of you trying to cut through crazy-ass traffic and these drivers who take these crazy turns and then they bust up the car and you lose some money for it at the end of the mission. It's gay. But when you drive, it just shows do-do-do.
I love that. I love when other people drive, so I don't have to stick. Oh, did I just hit a penguin?
Penguin. Damn that child.
But I love video games. It's just something that has for me. And you know what time it almost is?
What's up?
It's time to ease into our TV show series of the year. Walking Dead's coming back.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Any of you Walking Dead fans?
What
do you expect from this? What do you expect from this season?
Oh man, I haven't seen really any previews for it. I just know it's coming up, but I kind of feel like all the people. Oh, that's a spoiler. Scratch what I was saying because that'll spoil if you haven't seen last season. But
if you haven't seen last season, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Yeah. Well, there's still people out there can't find time. I am of course all caught up in every episode.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the governor he's gonna come back and he's gonna be even more crazy with that missing eye of his. He's gonna be, I'm gonna get you, Rick.
Anybody who's read the comics, the governor was already crazy.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't this nice guy who turned crazy. He was already fucking crazy.
He was like Saddam Hussein and Pol Pot all rolled into one.
If you read the comics, I think this season is when he might lose his arm.
Oh.
And I think Carl's going to be the one to take it.
Oh.
Because Andrea's already dead, and I'm so glad about that. Andrea was not my favorite character.
Damn, everyone hated on Andrea.
First, when she was learning how to shoot, and when they saw what they thought was a walker, and it was Daryl, and they were like, hey, don't shoot. Let us check it out first.
Yeah,
She was like, fuck you guys. I'm going to do whatever I want. Luckily, she didn't kill Daryl, else I would have hopped through my flat screen and been like, bitch, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Like, they told you no. She fucked almost everybody. She had one job. Fuck the governor and kill him.
Yeah.
And she just chose to fuck him. Like,
Yep.
really?
She half-assed that job.
Her and Lori.
Oh, God, Lori was crazy, too.
I don't understand. It's just...
I heard a rumor. This was back when the last season had ended, that the next season they were planning on killing Daryl off somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves Daryl.
I know.
If they do, then
That's
I'm-
why it'd be such a crazy plot twist
If they kill Daryl,
if they killed him off.
then they wouldn't. Then they could just die. Because Daryl is basically, you know, the go-to weapon. Okay, like we talked about in our first podcast, we have a zombie survival team, and everybody who's on my survival team happens to be in this podcast right now.
Yep.
I have a weapons expert. If something was to happen to him, we would all be fucked. Why would you get rid of the weapon? Why would a weapons expert be your main guy? Because he knows his ammunition. He knows how much we need to grab, how long it'll last, the powerful. He's not going to be going after all shotguns. He's going to be smart and tell you to go handguns, knives, machetes, etc., etc.
Baseball bats.
Exactly. He's not going to go all crazy. But what you guys need to know is,
This thunder. Fuck this
we
thunder.
just are. If you lose one person, your team's gonna fucking fall apart.
There's no I in team.
There's only a Daryl.
Oh, that was a good one.
And while we're on the little subject of little rants about people, Tori, what you got in store?
We're gonna have to move the mic closer to her on this.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so, like, I'm on Facebook a lot, and there are these pictures about what girls want, and what blah, 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 blah. We want guys to do this for us and pay for our shit, and blah, 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 blah. What about the guys? Why can't you buy something nice for your man, huh? Why don't you come home with his favorite food? Why don't you rub his feet after a long day? Why don't you...
Damn!
Why not?
Damn!
Why do the guys have to do everything in the relationship? Why do they have to do everything first? Why don't you grow a pair and be like, hey, let's go to the movies. My treat. Why does he have to pay for everything? Answer me that.
It's a double standard.
I don't like being paid for stuff.
Like, I don't either, man.
I like to pay for my own stuff. That's what. And I understand, guys. It's like, you know,
It's
you
like a
want to
pride
pay-
thing. Like,
you want to pay for
let
gross
me
things.
pay. Let me
But if
pay.
like I don't go anywhere if I don't have the money. Like,
Yeah.
I don't expect like, hey baby, I want to take you on a date. I don't have any money. Oh, it's cool. I'll pay for you. No.
I think, can you understand English? I don't have any money.
Until we are married, I'm gonna pay for my stuff.
Damn.
We're dating or we're engaged, it's just gonna be split. It's
Wow.
gonna be, and it's the way. It's probably the best way to be, so you're not fighting over money all the time. Like,
Yeah.
why are you spending our money? First of all, I made my portion of this money, so I'm spending my money. Whatever you do with your money, cool. That's why we have separate bank accounts, babe. You want to go to Walmart? Cool. I'm gonna go get my stuff. You're gonna go get your stuff. Separate cards. We're not gonna be like, oh, well, you paid for the shampoo this week. You should have to pay for it this or last week. You should pay for it this week. You need to understand that no man's gonna carry you, and if he does carry you, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Why can't you go get a job? Like,
Why? Okay, like, if you want, like, nice stuff and whatnot, like, why don't you get that for yourself? Why don't you take the pride in being a woman and being like, yeah, I got that for myself. I don't need anybody to do anything for me. Like, I was talking to my cousin Cheyenne earlier, and she just broke up with her boyfriend and blah, 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 blah. Don't want to get into that, but, like, my cousin Cheyenne has worked her whole life, like, to have everything she has. She's raised her kid by herself, and like she works her ass off. Like, shout outs to her because she's a single mom and she like provides for her kid, herself, and like she's doing just fine, but she works her ass off. And like
she doesn't need
she doesn't need anybody.
Those type of girls only get a man because they think they need to be loved. That's it.
Yeah.
But if you can work and do whatever you need to do, totally fine.
Damn,
like,
it's raining hard out here.
Now we're gonna lose electricity here
I
soon.
know, it's gonna be consumed.
We can still make a podcast if we
Yeah.
But
We'll call it the dark episode if the power goes out.
Day one.
On the dark side of the moon. But anyways, like, I don't see why girls have this like thing in their head that's like, oh, guys need to like pamper me and stuff. Why
because
don't you?
It's media lately. Have you ever noticed before that? Okay, before in old times it was like custom that the man works makes all the money. Well, now that it's a new era, women have to make their money, have to survive. They can get jobs now.
They can get good jobs.
Yeah, they can get good jobs. But I think men and women still need to know the difference of what their standard in life is. No man is going to carry you. And if he does carry you...
Lock your claws in, ladies. Just kidding.
Yeah. If he does carry you, he either has the money to, and, you know... You have a college, you're doing something with your free time, not sitting on your ass, so you're getting your college degree, you're pumping out kids, and you're watching those kids, you're not making a nanny watch those kids.
Yeah, like, you aren't just spending his money.
Just like the girl on Catfish. What is she doing? She's having to go con people for money.
Mm-hmm.
She did have a line in Catfish where she said conning people was her job. And for some people, Bernie Madoff made millions off conning a bunch of people.
Oh, yeah.
Gold diggers. But
that's why Kanye made that song.
Yeah.
He's in a relationship with one.
Kim Kardashian.
She's a soul sucker.
I think.
Succubus.
Have you ever noticed that the two people that you're like, oh, I hope they'll get together.
Get together,
and they have a plan in their mind of how they're gonna work out. And you always notice, like, the Britney and Kevin Federline.
K-Fed.
They popped out kids. They were super fast about popping out kids. You know why? That's how people suck you in. I was reading the other day. I did not know this. When people get divorced, sometimes you still have to give your ex-wife money.
Yeah.
I was like, why? If that bitch still wanted money, she would still be with me. If I ever got a divorce, I would hate to have money from my ex-husband.
For real, though. I'd be like, yeah, see what my ass can do without you. Like, I would prove to them. And that goes back to, like, my rant that I started, like, I will never, ever, ever have a man support me. I will work my ass off before I...
You're a strong, independent black woman.
Even though I'm white as fuck. But, yeah, like, I think... girls today need to, like, get it out of their head. Like, they can do it by themselves. They just have to fucking work for it. And, like, I bet every guy on the... fucking thunder. Every guy on this planet would be like, hey, yeah, like, that'd be cool for her to do something nice for me instead of me doing everything nice for her. Like, me personally, I will do something to show you that I care for you with nothing. I don't want anything in return. If I know you're having a long day at work, I'll probably make you dinner. I'll probably make your favorite thing, flavor over it all day, just to be like, hey, I made this for you. Like, I hope it makes you
you're gonna make
better.
a good wife.
I'm gonna make a great wife. I just need someone to be a great wife for. And nobody can handle my crazy
thinking,
ass.
oh, she's probably one of those girls that say everything, but as soon as she moves in your house, stops. Tori's actually will do this stuff. Like, I can't tell you. Like, me and Tori trade off making food for each other. Like, I made her hot wings once, and she always fucking makes me food. It's like, it's a trade-off thing. Like, be good to me, and I'll be good to you.
Exactly. Like, if you do me good, I will do you 10 times better. Like,
damn.
Okay,
that's just
wait,
the
we
kind
haven't
of
got your opinion on this.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're the
Jesus
guy.
Christ. Oh, man.
What would you, like, would you like to have somebody that was, like, half on half and everything?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
last girlfriend I had was the complete opposite. She wanted everything done for her. But she did do my laundry, so that was real nice.
Okay, that's
But-
one against, like, 1,000.
Yeah, I took her to the movies. I took her out to eat. I took her to her first trip downtown. I did a lot of shit. I drove her everywhere because she didn't have a car or a driver's license. Sucked.
Like, F that. I hate people driving me around. Unless it's Vinny. Because I taught her how to drive. And
She
She's
died.
Tori. Okay, when I turned, Tori is like a year younger than me. So she's had her license since she was 16. I didn't get my license till I was 18. Because I failed my permit test and I was like, you know what, fuck this.
I don't need to drive in this world of roads.
I was like,
I'm gonna walk.
horsepower. But
Riding the Shoelace Express.
But basically, Tori taught me how to drive, and it's just like, you know, if she drives and I drive, we switch off now, and it's like I don't need a man, but I'm gonna say this right now. I like sex.
Yep.
If I could just book a whole day full of sex, that'd be
would.
okay.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, everybody needs, like, a companion and stuff, but I love cuddling. Oh my god, it's the best thing ever. Like, if you would just cuddle with me, I'd probably, like, never leave you.
I'll suck your dick for a lot longer if you cuddle for like
Exactly!
It's not that in
hard.
this world today,
Cuddle with me.
but all these girls who are set on finding a guy,
Who
and
will
I put
pay
this
for-
as a Facebook status yesterday. So many girls like this don't have a job and then they get pregnant, and I put on my Facebook status, babies having babies, because I can scroll down my news feed and I can tell you right now who's pregnant, and it's ridiculous because these are the girls I went to high school with, and I went to high school with them, and they graduated either earlier than me or later than me, and it's like we've been out of school.
2
Me
years.
and Vinny have graduated in 2012.
2012. So
Yeah.
this is technically school year number 2. We've been out of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a job.
I got a job too.
I got a job too.
And I'm in college and on the dean's list, motherfucker.
I don't have a baby.
I ain't got no kids neither.
I haven't been basically, it's like I'm not putting down teen moms.
Yes,
but
we are. Just kidding.
No, it's not even. It's like these
Like,
girls.
my cousin, the one I was just talking about, she had a baby when she was 16.
My mom was a teen mom.
Yeah, my mom was. Not with me. I think my mom was a teen mom. Shit, I have a story for that. I have to tell you guys off.
Okay.
Off mic, off the record.
Off
Yeah.
the record.
But it's like,
My parents had
what
me when I was
are you
27.
girls doing?
They were
Like, I
married.
see a bunch of girls on Facebook who are like bored, but you don't have a job, and you're getting money from your parents, and then like 2 months later, I'm pregnant. Like, ooh.
And they're all excited about being pregnant, like it's gonna be an adventure. Raising a
Yeah.
kid sucks.
Yeah.
It's hard. And I
mean,
see a lot of these guys just leave these girls, and it's going to be soon in a world war. You're gonna find this boyfriend, you love him so much,
but he's
but he
gonna
has
have
a
dowry
kid.
problems.
Now, I'm not saying that, getting with somebody who has a kid is bad, because as long as they're taking care of their kids, because I know so many dads that support their kids full time while their mom.
Shout out
is
to
fucking-
Joey Hudson because he's a badass dad, taking care of his daughter.
Aw,
Aw,
Joey. And like I know all these full-time dads who take care of their kids while their mom just fucks around and just like
Ronnie
Slings
Radke,
that pussy.
He was raised by his dad.
exactly. It blows my mind just how people can have these kids and not give a fuck about them. So basically what I want you guys to do is I want you to write in your comment section, please don't leave names. Put somebody that you would like to put on blast about how they're a shitty parent. And then leave a phone number maybe.
Oh, shit.
We'll
On
call-
air, even.
We'll call them on air and ask them what they're doing with their life. So,
Man, I wish we had more redneck people who listen to our podcast
I
because
know,
we'd get
right?
some crazy baby mamas.
oh yeah, we would.
Yeah, but like on the subject of like babies and having babies, like I hope my my mom knows. My dad doesn't know. Neither does the rest of my family. I hope no one watches this or listens to this, but like
Dooming our show.
I know, right? Okay. But like earlier this year, like I had a pregnancy scare. I knew I wasn't pregnant. The dude convinced himself I was pregnant. Like, I knew I was like, I'm not pregnant, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Cause like, I'm like in tune with my body. I know exactly what's going on with it. But like in my head, I was like, if I am like, that baby's my world. Like, I've always wanted to be a mom. It's gonna happen one day, and those kids are gonna be my life.
Mm-hmm.
And like everybody at this table should know that like I would quit everything for my kid. I would get my shit together so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't see why other people can't do that.
It's because this whole 16 and pregnant and teen mom,
they glamorize being pregnant young.
And I was about to say that they say we're not trying to glamorize it, but you have a TV show about it. Like they make it known to these parents, like, you guys don't have a job, your baby daddy doesn't have a job, and what are you doing? And remember when Farrah got fake boobs?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one episode of Teen...
I've watched that show pretty closely, so...
Yeah, it was an episode of Teen Mom, and Farrah wanted fake boobs. So she took out a loan to get fake boobs.
I don't even think she had a job.
No, she didn't have a job. The money she could be doing, like, helping her kid, because she always puts that kid on her mom and dad.
The mom and dad raised the kid. My top 3 picks for the worst parents are the one who went to jail. What's her name? Amber. Farrah, and then the one, she's, like, both of her parents are pretty rich, so she doesn't worry about a whole lot, and her boyfriend's a real piece of shit, and he, like, drives a bunch of cars. God, what's her name? She was in Teen Mom, too. God damn it. Chelsea.
Oh,
That's her name.
Yeah.
She was like the best looking of all the teen moms, but she kind of treated her kid as a fashion accessory and not a kid.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I don't, like, until we probably get somebody who's a teen mom to explain to us, but I know some teen moms now that are fucking amazing people. Like, people, like, I'm talking about these teen moms who have gone to school, finished high school,
early,
had a job,
went to college, got a job,
just like had their stuff together and was able to keep a kid. And have you ever noticed all these teen moms never finish high school? Like, they go
Get their good enough degree.
They go from being on 16 and pregnant and being like, oh, as soon as I have this baby, I'm gonna go back to school.
No,
you don't, and you weren't even doing your homework when you were, pregnant.
When you didn't have to take care of the kid.
Exactly. Now that you have to take care of the kid and you want to do your homework,
you can't do it. It just
doesn't work out that way. And then they move on to teen mom, and what the fuck are you doing? Oh, you still don't have your high school diploma or your GED?
They go from 16 and pregnant to 25 on welfare.
Exactly. It's ridiculous, and it's like, why? You think you would get your shit together? And I think that Carly, no, not Carly. What was her name? The first teen mom that gave her baby up from adoption.
Yeah, her name.
Oh, Caitlin.
Caitlin and Tyler.
Caitlin and Tyler.
They were so cute.
They did something that unremarkable. Like, they knew that they couldn't take care of a kid, so they gave them to somebody.
Dude, when they first saw, like, their baby in person, like, Tyler started crying. I was like, no, don't cry. Yeah.
They did the right thing, because they hid in their mind they couldn't take care of a kid. And I'm so glad, like, I don't advocate all teen moms doing that, but if you know you cannot take care of your kid, give your kid to somebody who can't have kids, or who really wants a baby. Because at the end of the day, you're just making that child's life shitty, and while you're doing nothing.
If you can't feed them, don't breed them.
And then the cycle is going to continue. The cycle is going to continue. Because when they're 16, 17, boy or girl, they're going to bring home a baby to you when you're 35. Like, not even. Like, you're just going to be some... And you're going to ask yourself, where did I go wrong with you? First of all...
You didn't wrap it before you tapped it.
You didn't have a plan to
Miley
get your
Cyrus.
stuff together.
I want to see... Like, what was...
I hope she doesn't...
Oh my god, I hope.
She doesn't reproduce, Jesus.
She's probably all normal and private.
I know, right?
She's probably like, I hate all the things they're making me do now, but I need the money. I hate my short fucking hair.
Okay,
So
well,
like I said, leave your comments for shout out, like for put your mommy or baby daddy or baby mama on blast.
Even the baby. Just kidding.
we'll call baby.
Put that baby on blast.
Okay, so I have a couple things to say. Like, earlier when we started this, I actually got a comment from my friend Taylor Monroe, and she said that she liked Vinny's Zombie 101 tips. So shout out to Taylor for giving that feedback out to us, and shout out to these two lovely people, Vinny and Vinny, because you two are the coolest people I know.
Yeah.
Cha-ching. And I'll be doing zombie survival tips next week. I've been compiling them all to give you a really big one. So,
That's what she said.
also, would you guys like to have it where I do zombie survival tips at the first or end of the month? So I'm not giving them to you all the time. So,
Okay, yeah, so that's the question for us to, like, do feedback.
and share this podcast with your friends. Shout outs to Hayden Oh My. I love you guys so much. You are awesome. And Tori has something?
I just wanted to give a shout out to my parents, even though they're probably not going to watch this, and I hope they don't watch this or listen to this, but my parents are pretty cool. Like, they got married young, and they were married for a little bit before they had a kid, but they're still married and stuff, and they, like, give me something to be like, yeah, like, people can't actually, like, spend together, forever together, and, like, so did my grandparents before both of them died, or, you know how that goes. But shout outs to them. I love them.
Shout outs for you, Vinny.
Shout
outs to Dale. He was supposed to come and be our special guest today, but he
flaked out.
He couldn't do it today. He was still at work. So shouts out to Mr. Harryman. I love you so much.
Got big love for you, homie.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
Good to see you soon.
We hope you guys have an awesome day, and thanks for listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Bye.
Laters.